Here we're going to talk about adding products to your system. So My Blackbird allows you to essentially add a variety of products, and then you can then attach inventory to those products that you can track through reporting, through deliveries and things like that. So it provides a lot of flexibility in setting your system up to really track your own metrics, as well as kind of help your customers out, allow them to intake inventory into their own systems a lot more easily, and kind of just improve the communication workflow of the supply chain between you and everyone that you work with. So one of the things to do that, though, is you're going to have products and inventory to manage. To start that, we're going to have to actually create those products in our system because you don't have any yet. So to do that, you're going to go to your product management screen, which is right here on your main dashboard. You'll click on that. You'll see two buttons from there. You'll see Manage Products and Manage Inventory. Manage Inventory is the one here on the right. That is more about, it'll show you all the inventory that you have in your system, no matter what location it's at. So if you own it, you'll be able to see it, whether it's at your current location, at a partner location, or like at a Blackbird warehouse for quarantine, something like that. You'll be able to see all your inventory from here. We don't have any inventory yet because we have not created any, but before we can actually create inventory, we need to have products that inventory can be attached to. So we're going to do that now. We're going to create a product by going to Manage Products. You'll see I don't have any products in my Blackbird system yet, so I have to create a new one. You do that by going up here to the top right, Add Product. And what's going to happen then is you're going to be prompted to select the brand of the product that you're trying to add. So this will be a drop down of brands that you and your location carry. And if you don't see the brand that you are looking for, you can just reach out to our customer support team here in the bottom right corner with the happy speech bubble, and they'll be able to add any brands that you need pretty much within 2 to 3 minutes. So for this example, I'll click on here. I'm just going to pick BAM as my brand, and then you'll be prompted to select the actual product. So this will actually pull from all the products that exist across My Blackbird. You'll get the automatic inventory information like a photo, kind of a generic description, as well as the name and all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and take in the Forum Cut Cookies pre-roll, so I'll click on that. Boom. Once you select your product, you'll be asked to put it in a category. So categories are a way that you kind of group your products that will allow you to kind of mass apply taxes or discounts, as well as run reports on special categories and things like that. So you just got to pick one. I've created one ahead of time, and if you don't know how to create your own categories, we do have another video that you can watch showing you how to do that. So I have this Blackbird pre-rolls category that I created. I'll click on that. Click Add Product. It's going to work for a little bit. Boom. It's now going to take me to that product page. So from here, on this product page, I can now start adding inventory to my product. Now, just so you know exactly what happened here, it actually created this product in my system. So if I go back to my products page, you'll see I now have this product living in my Blackbird system. So I can go ahead, click on it again. It'll take me here. Now I just got to add some inventory. So if you're receiving inventory from someone else who has attached inventory to their shipment, this will go into your system automatically. But in this scenario, say I'm the first person in the supply chain, I'm not receiving this inventory from anyone. It's actually being generated at my facility. I'm going to go ahead and just create it. So you click plus inventory there. You'll have the opportunity to select whether you want your inventory to be tracked by My Blackbird or not. Tracked gives you a lot of metrics into, like here's your stock count, here's how many you've sold, here's how many are in quarantine, and allows you to kind of keep track of very specific batches and the metrics behind them. Untracked will essentially just create an inventory that has an unlimited stock amount. So let's just say, hey, we churn out like 10,000 of these pre-rolls every month. We're not going to put the individual batch information in right now. We'll let the customers kind of get that test information into that themselves. You can just do untracked for that. You won't be able to see metrics on your inventory, but it does exist as an option. I'm going to go ahead and select tracked here just because I want to have those metrics. I'll do a SKU, just something random here. Unit label, the unit label for pre-roll will be pre-roll since it's just one. And then I'll do the cost, so how much it costs me to create the product, $2, how much I'm selling the product for. I'll say I'm selling it for $5. And then how much is going to go in the shipping stock. So any inventory that you want to be able to send has to go into the shipping zone. You have front and back, which are separate kind of areas that you can kind of store stuff in on your own if you want. These will come into play later on with wholesale menus and things like that. But for now, just to be safe, let's say, hey, I have 400 of these, and I'm just going to go ahead and put them here in my shipping stock so that I can start sending them to customers. From there, I'll click Add, and just give a second. Boom. This inventory can now be tracked. It can be sent. You'll see I have my 400 in my shipping zone. I can transfer between zones if this is going into somewhere else. But basically, it essentially already shows me the history here. So anytime there's any up or down movement on this inventory, I'll be able to see that here. I can go ahead and enter the batch results. So if I'm going to, the tests for this specific batch, I can edit those here by clicking here and editing them into here. You can add the THC, terpenes, the batch date, things like that. And so it kind of gives you a great overview of this specific inventory item. Now, products can have as many inventory items as you want. So let's say, hey, we've got 400 of these, but tomorrow or today, if we built these yesterday, we got 400 more. So I'll create another one. I'll give it a different SKU, the same unit label, because it is also a pre-roll. And then I'll say, hey, I have 600 in here. Again, same prices. And this one I'm actually going to go ahead and give it a batch. Let's just say, batch 546. And I'll just say the batch date for this one is, August 20th. Hit add. And what you'll see now is, boom, there we go, batch 546. It now exists in my system as well. So I've got two separate inventories under the same product. This is how you can track, how different batches of the same product perform. From here now, on the products page, you'll see I still only have one product because everything lives under that one product. But if I'm curious about my inventory, I can go here to manage inventory and it will show me all the inventory in my system. You'll see we have the two different pre-rolls inventories in here. We can see where they're located. They're located at my current facility, Blackbird Sandbox, how many I have in my shipping, how many are in quarantine, the prices, things like that. And so from here you'll be able to filter your products, by category, by location, and whether they're active or not and all that. So that's kind of the rundown of how you would create inventory in My Blackbird. And from here you'll be able to very easily add them to shipments, and track how they flow through your supply chain, and really give you some flexibility in gaining some insight into how your system's doing.